After 6 months of real-world riding, the best way to describe the Orion E16X is simple. It's been an all-around great bike. This bike has been ridden hard, it's been jumped, and it's been raced, so here's our opinion. One of the biggest positives over the first 6 months has been maintenance, or really lack of it. Coming from the Stacyc 12, we were already adjusting the chain within the first 6 months. To be fair, Bud does ride his bikes hard, but with the Orion E16, we haven't had to adjust anything at all, aside from occasionally tightening a few pedal spikes. The hub drive system really keeps maintenance to a minimum. Not having to deal with the chain means no constant adjustments and no chain slapping against the frame. One thing to be aware of is the weight. The Orion E16X weighs around 33 pounds, which is slightly heavier than the Stacyc. For a 4-year-old, that extra weight can take some getting used to. Learning to bunny hop or J-hop on this bike is pretty impractical at this age. That said, over time, I can clearly see the upside. Bud has gained a lot of strength and stability just from operating the bike, and it's something kids can grow into as their skill develops. The hydraulic disc brakes on this bike are outstanding. I've had plenty of moments at the skate park where another kid rolls in front of Bud and I see the other parent stand up in horror, thinking a collision is imminent between Bud's big heavy bike and their kid on roller skates. But Bud hits the brakes and stops on a dime, easily avoiding disaster. One thing that really stands out about this bike is how quiet it is. Listen to this. That's the benefit of the hub drive. Smooth, quiet, and no chain noise at all.
Yeah, just go ahead and turn around. Just go and turn around. He snuck by me. Yeah, he snuck. That thing's too quiet.
The front suspension has been a great addition, even though it likely adds a bit of weight. It's cool to see it flex and work in some of the slow motion shots of Bud hitting ramps, and it definitely helps smooth things out. At the same price point, the Stacyc 16 comes with a rigid fork, so having front suspension was a big reason I leaned toward the Orion when deciding between the two bikes. Battery life has stayed incredibly consistent over the last 6 months. The battery lasts forever. We've gone 3 weeks riding briefly every other day or so after daycare, with the days getting shorter, and the battery just keeps going. It literally never dies. Battery life alone sells this bike over the Stacyc, over any other bike brand, no question about it. Riding through puddles and mud hasn't been an issue at all. Where I'm more cautious is cleaning the bike. I'm a bit hesitant to spray the bike down, where I'd prefer to use a light pressure wash. I'm not convinced that's a great idea. The charging port is on the outside of the bike, and the rubber seal that's supposed to protect it can be tricky to close properly. So instead of pressure washing, I usually just wipe the bike down when I want it to look clean. In my 1-month review, I mentioned the hub drive power cord as a possible concern. 6 months in, it hasn't been an issue at all. It hasn't caught on anything. It hasn't taken damage during falls, and it hasn't knocked loose. I'll occasionally check it and readjust the rubber cover around it, but so far it's been a non-issue. After 6 months, the Orion E16 has proven to be a durable, low-maintenance, great bike, and a purchase I would make again. Thanks for watching.